Hello guys and welcome to another day with Zamaleta. My name is Serge and in today's video we're working on a 2005 Freightliner Sprinter. Now this Sprinter came into me with a boost leak, but it's got other issues. Turns out somebody was being a little bit, I guess, tricky when they sold this van. They did something to the dash, maybe removed the lights, maybe put a tape over the lights, I'm not really sure. Because I see some unevenness with one of the lamps that come on. But that being said, this van has 15 codes, and when I deleted them, they all came back. But today, we're specifically going to be focusing on camshaft position sensor code. And I'm going to have to split them up a little bit with the crankshaft position code as well, because that's a problem as well in this vehicle, because this camshaft code is located underneath this cover, so it's big enough of a job already trying to get everything removed, and then replacing it is easy once you can get the cover off. But that being said, this could either be a very easy job or a very difficult job. Could be like a nightmare, because most of the vans, including this one, I'm noticing it's got rusted bolts, and when this happens, people struggle to try to remove them, and they end up stripping all the threads. Got my fingers crossed that that's not going to happen with this van, and I'm going to go ahead and start removing them. So, the bolts that we need to remove, they use Allen head type of stuff. So I'm going to have to get my Allen head set over here, and we're going to start removing all the Allens from around. Don't use Torx, use Allens, because Torx will end up stripping it. So, very important. So, that being said, let's see, I want to make sure that I put my other tools back from what I was working last time. Some of these things are really hard to put off. But anyways, I got all my tools right here. But anyways, guys, let's get started. So first things first, guys, it's a good idea to use gloves. And I'm being told to use gloves all the time, because sometimes I just dive into the job and I don't even care, and I'm not even going to use any gloves. And before you know it, my hands are super dirty. So far so good. We're having a good fitment. Yep, good fitment there. Okay. All right, so let's go to town. All right, so this one's off. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get a bucket, something for the screws. Well, so far so good. We got 3 bolts out. I think I forgot to mention, I think I did though, let's see, I'm using, what is this, 5? Oh, it's an Allen, like that's how I'm like thinking, like, what's going on here? So it's an Allen head 5, guys, Allen head number 5. Now, for the other 2, I'm gonna need an extension. So I have an extension right here. So let's see. Okay, that one I can't really reach. Okay, I'm having some difficulties. This is where the other wrenches come in. It appears to be this extension piece is just way too long, so I gotta get a shorter one. So I got a shorter extension, which should work. Okay. Okay, so another bolt out. I'm just gonna feel for that one, see if it's loose. All right, finally got this one. Trying to remove that thing just by my hands. I don't want to drop my socket. Okay, I got it. All right, so now we're done with that socket, we're gonna put it back, and then we're gonna pull this out. So it's a little dusty. We'll clean it up a little bit, but that's all for now. So now we want to observe how fuel injectors look, and I gotta get a light for that. So here's the first injector, second injector, third injector, fourth, and fifth. Reason I'm doing all that is, it's just so we could actually see that while we're down here, because we are removing this cover. Now, the camshaft sensor is located right here. It is this little guy right here. So we will remove that. It's being held by a Torx e-socket bolt, like right here. And just unplugs like that. So we're gonna remove that. Now over here we have some oil. And the oil is coming from this little number right here. You could really tell it's a lot of oil right here, lots of oil right there. You might be wondering, where is that coming from? Well, it's coming from here. You're not gonna believe this, guys. This thing costs like 800 bucks. No joke. That thing is super crazy expensive. So I don't know why such an outrageous price, but that's what it is. And what's going on is, over here you have a filter, and that filter it's not like really technologically advanced or anything. It just looks like a spool of yarn inside, like a rope that you would use for measuring properties, doing like property lines. Similar style rope, wrapped very tightly. It's got a piece of foam over it, that thing gets soaking with oil, and before you know it, all the oil starts passing through, and then it starts making into this chamber, which will lead into your turbo right there. And as you can see, that's kind of oily right there as well. This is all the oil that I'm seeing over here. So a lot of it is coming straight from the engine back into the turbo, and that's bad. So sometimes people could confuse on these vans with the turbo seals going bad, but this particular van has an issue with this thing. So you got to first remove this. So what is this thing really? In regular type of terms, this is like an oil catch can, but not really. Some people have did like a little design, and they create like an oil catch can by simply like installing like another little filter here, and it would catch all the oil. But anyways, let's go ahead and actually remove the camshaft position sensor. We do not have a camshaft sensor just yet, so we will just remove it for now, and then we're gonna replace it once I do get it. So to remove the camshaft sensor, it's an e-socket. So let's see now. It's an E10. It's an E10 socket. So this has failed. So let's see. We're gonna take a closer look. So I'm gonna save that bolt right there, and let's take a look at this sensor. I'm gonna try to get a little bit more light. All of a sudden, it's acting as if it's going to rain. So this is what the sensor looks like, and it has failed. So this vehicle will not want to start without it.